So we just came back from seeing a movie, and they passed out like some fun things for us to look at. So the movie I saw, and I think we both agree, we're gonna give it a thumbs up, even though it probably spells gladiator backwards because of the video. But they gave us this, and I was like, I have to grab this. And then they also gave us
A
a
really cool
poster.
poster.
Yeah,
Very
like
cool art.
artistic. I don't know if we can move it back
It
maybe
does
a
say,
little
it's
bit.
very hard to see, but it does say.
Yeah, like you get the mask with the Colosseum and the water scene in the Colosseum. But yeah, we just got back from seeing it. It's an early screening, so it opens fully this weekend. We got a chance to see it a couple days early. You know what? Um, I think the first Gladiator movie is still very good. It won Best Picture and a lot of other Oscars.
Classic.
But this movie definitely lives up to the hype. It's not as good as the first, but acting, action, cinematography,
It depends what you're comparing, I think.
music,
Yeah.
soundtrack, costume design, set design. It's a whole lot of. It's the one thing that I think was missing was like the grand feeling of the other Gladiator movie. This feels like Rome is alive. It's like a real city compared to the first one, which was really cool. Denzel Washington and everybody, Pedro Pascal, the new kid who's playing Johnny Storm, like he's the emperor in this movie with another kid who's a brother. The guy who plays Maximus's son, in this, everybody was just wonderful. There was not one scene where I didn't believe any of these actors, and Denzel really shows up. Not only is he having fun, he's playing a very interesting character. You're not. I won't spoil anything. Just look out for what he does throughout the movie, which you probably will if you go see it. Yeah, it is. It is a phenomenal film. Like I said, not as great as the first, but definitely stands alone on its own right. I'm probably gonna see it again, more than likely. Brennan, I kidnapped you, made you go with me to go see it.
It's late for a work night, but yeah.
Yeah, like what did you think of your experience?
Stunning. Yeah, and so I had seen the original Gladiator a long time ago, and I never bothered to re-watch it, which maybe for the better because I feel like this made it fresh, completely, very fresh. And also getting to see new actors play in this world this immersive world they've built
Playground,
was
yeah.
excellent. And so when you see a all-time professional like Denzel to bring his own flair to a role, you can just tell the moments where he's like he had his say and he was going to make that his moment, his character. Very dynamic
Yeah.
character. And so and he wasn't the only one. It was a movie. Obviously it's you what the maybe the trailers show you is what most moviegoers want to see is it's going to be action, it's going to be some violence. Like sometimes that's a little too real in the world we live in, but it's also a movie that is very intentional and has a plot that is well written, is about choices, and you're in a significant moment, do you make what choice are you going to make when you're confronted with a very challenging situation.
Yeah.
There's a lot of moral dilemmas in the movie, and so
Yeah.
I thought that was very interesting.
Also, the politics really play into
Yes.
a lot of politics, but it's like politics is chaos, especially like if you're looking at people who are like divisive and like they're clashing and they're all trying to one up one another to keep power, to keep things
To
in-
fight for power or
fight
to
for
keep
power,
it, yeah.
to keep it right. Like that really plays a huge part in this movie compared to the first one. I think politics was definitely part of the first one, of course there was, but here I feel like it's more dynamic. There's more characters with different aspirations and like what they want to do. Like I said, like it feels like Rome is alive in this movie. Like the city of Rome and all the things that it has for it really feels like a living, breathing city, not just something that's in a small corner like the first movie. Not that there was anything wrong with that. I'm just saying like this just felt like it was way ahead of its game. I'm probably gonna see it again at some point. I feel like some people are gonna get nominated for Oscars here. I think Denzel
You would think
might get nominated. I think Pedro Pascal might even get nominated, but who knows?
they better.
I would be really hard pressed to like not see them up there. Again, one thing I want to say is sets, costume, sets and costume. This entire movie is literally like you can mute it and just there are parts that are just it's like walking into like Rome history. Like
You
I
should
don't,
try that.
you know,
Just get on
get away from
a live stream, mute the movie, and then
Yeah.
let's just see your commentary on the muted movie.
like without the Colosseum and the bloodbath and like all the stuff. If you were just like walking through those rooms and those hallways and those places, it was just
Yeah.
like whoa, like looks like it's lived in or live people live here and it's like a real place. I can't get enough of it. That's kind of what I look for in most movies these days. Is just like take me to another world and let me feel like I'm part of that world. And that's the best thing I can say about this movie. I definitely felt like for 2+ hours I was in another world and I was living with those characters in that world. It totally disconnected me from like anything going on in my life or like what's going on around me. I think all of us were just like kind of glued to like what was going to happen next and what where it also helps us the story is actually pretty good. There's a tiny bit of plot holes, but not enough to really take you out. There are key without going to spoiler, there were some key points where I was like I don't know if that worked for me, but again, even with that, it didn't take me out of the movie. I know that other people are saying like, oh, like they were worried about so and blah 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 about some aspects of the story. It's there if you but I think you have to look really hard for it. If you can just get yourself and it might not do that for you, but if you can get yourself to just become part of that world, you're just gonna totally skip all that and just focus on what's going on. Yeah, would you recommend it? People see it in theaters?
Absolutely. It was mostly believable, like you said, because there's so many twists and turns that is so much more fun if you ride that in kind of in the gray area
Yeah,
that they bring you through.
yeah, absolutely. And we got another movie opening up that's also pretty big this weekend. Wicked. Which one do you think you'll like more, Wicked or this?
I have a feeling I'm gonna like Wicked more, but let that not detract from how amazing Gladiator 2 was.
Yeah, that's true. It's like a Barbenheimer, but without like two very different movies. You got
I wanted to
Wicked.
dress in costume.
Yeah, and then well, both you technically can wear
if
costume
only I
from
had
both.
one of those
You know?
shields, those breastplates.
Oh,
Right?
that'd be
would've been really
cool, yeah,
and a
yeah.
sword.
Yeah, something to think about if you're going out this weekend. Maybe try to find one of those cool breastplates with a sword or something with a shield. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna enjoy Wicked, but I have a hard time believing I'll like this less than Wicked. I feel like this movie might be the one for me that's gonna. But again, I won't see it until this weekend, so look out for our review of that. If you guys, well, by the time this comes out, you might have already gone to see it in theaters or it's already opened a day or two. Let us know your thoughts. Are you gonna go see it? Did you go see it and did you like it as much as we did? Yeah, leave your comments below and we always read them and we always check them out and we'll post the spoiler review for Gladiator later on this weekend with George. So give us a like and give us thumbs up and subscribe on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, but mostly TikTok and YouTube. I'll keep the links below. For now, all right, guys, take care. Bye.